Near the border is said to be overwhelmed with migrants camped at a petrol station and beside the road. Other groups are travelling on foot from Serbia to Croatia through cornfields around the closed border, crossing at Sid to bypass official entry points. And all the while, the flow from Syria showing no signs of stopping. Let's go live to our correspondent Christian Fraser, who's in Bregana.
Yes, this is a picturesque village right on the Slovenian border, and you can see behind me what is a rather poorly defended border crossing. It's not one of the official crossings, one of the road crossings that goes into Slovenia. On this route, you can practically walk over between two plant pots that are at the end there, and you might just be able to see in the distance as the Croatian police come towards us, but behind them there are Slovenian police who are trying to stop people from going across. We did see a group of around 20 or 30 people walk over there this afternoon. They were quickly returned and dumped at the border and told to go back to Croatia. But you really do suspect that that is only a thin blue line, and as the thousands of people who are already in Zagreb start to come in this direction, it's about a 6.5-hour walk, then really you suspect that they wouldn't be able to put up much resistance. And if you look just to the left of us here, it's very wooded. There's a lot of hills and agricultural land around here, so many people may indeed wait until this evening. I'm sure they'll try and go other ways other than through the official border crossings. But it's been a day really when Croatia has said enough is enough. We've heard from the Croatian Prime Minister that some 15,000 people have come across since Wednesday morning, and effectively he threw his hands in the air saying no longer can we register these people, this is Europe's problem. There's been one other interesting development as well. Although 2,000 people were brought to Zagreb today on trains, there's been another route for the migrants. They've been going east towards Beli Manastir. It's on the Hungarian border. There's been another confrontation there with Hungarian police, and they've been allowed across there. So two directions at the moment through Croatia, which is taking a little bit off the pressure off the Croatian authorities. Let's have a look at the day's events here in the country with our correspondent Richard Lister.
Another day on the move for the people that nobody wants. They've been walking for days, travelling for weeks, carrying everything they have left. When they got to Serbia, Hungary closed its borders. Now Croatia has done the same, so they're finding their own way into the EU through crops and countryside. Most end up here. This is Tovarnik, where Croatian police have been bringing those found at the border. There are buses to processing centres in Zagreb, but not for everyone yet.
Sick. Go.
Those who are sick have priority, as do others who are vulnerable.
Women, children. Go, go.
She's one of the lucky ones. Her relief is obvious. Others, though, will have to wait.
Back on the line. Everybody back on the line.
They could be here a while. 14,000 people walked into Croatia before all but one of its crossings was closed. Croatia's Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic says his country is full. Croatia won't become a migrant hotspot, he said. We can't accommodate these people any longer. They'll get food, water and medical help, then they can move on. This is what the Croatian authorities are up against. In Beli Manastir, near the Hungarian border, thousands have gathered. Tensions are reaching breaking point. It's not clear what caused this, but these are desperate people whose options get narrower every day. There are buses here too, but not enough. More refugees arrive in Greece every day. New figures show more than 470,000 have crossed the Mediterranean into Europe this year. Most will make the long trek to northern Europe, and as yet, the EU has no central plan for dealing with them. Richard Lister, BBC News.
Well, there are hundreds of migrants and refugees now arriving here in Bragana on the northern Croatian border with Slovenia. Many of them have been brought by taxis or by bus. They're looking for ways to get across, and we followed a group today down this road to these plant pots at the bottom of the road where you see the Slovenian police. Some of them told us they did want to claim asylum in Slovenia, but they weren't allowed to walk into Slovenian territory. You'll see from the pictures that we're showing you that as they approached where the official Slovenian border starts, the policemen turned their back and stopped them from walking just 2 feet, which effectively would have taken them into the Schengen zone. And they stayed there for about half an hour to an hour before giving up and turning around and coming back up the road where we are. But we've seen, just in the course of the last 10 or 15 minutes, small groups of men coming down here again to take a look. And you suspect as the sun starts to fall that tonight many of them will try again in different parts along the border. Well, some of those that we met today were Syrians from Damascus. And I asked them where they come from and which route they'd taken. Where are you from, sir? You're saying you're not...
Just from Syria here.
Where are you from?
I'm from Daraa and I live in Damascus, but here 8 people from Syria just.
So some of you are from Syria. You are 8 people from Syria. Yeah. And are you going to apply for asylum in Slovenia?
I don't speak English. Excuse.
Where do you want to go?
To Germany.
To Germany.
Yeah.
You all want to go to Germany?
Yes,
Just to eat here. Eat people.
Where were you last night? Zagreb?
Yes,
Zagreb?
we come from the Zagreb and to the border in the Slovenia and go to the Austria and go to the German. But just we are Syrian together, just.
And you're all friends?
And other is not Syrian.
Okay.
Just we Syrian, just. We are a friend and a brother.
Okay. And you're from Damascus, you said?
Yes, we are from Damascus.
And how long ago did you start your journey?
What?
When did you leave Damascus?
From about month.
A month ago.
Yes,
And then which
a month ago.
countries? Turkey?
Lebanon, Turkey, Yunnan.
11 country to.
11 countries to here.
11 countries
Yeah.
to get here.
11.
Are you exhausted?
Yes, and we are tired in the road. And look at this now. It's closed.
Are you tired?
Yes, we are tired.
But you won't stop. So many of them want to get to Germany. Quite incredible. Everybody we've spoken to over the course of the last few days here and in Hungary say their final destination is Germany. No wonder the German government has scaled up the numbers that they expect to arrive there this year to around 1 million people. And certainly everyone that is in this country is heading that way. What we're also seeing, though, are tensions arising between neighbouring countries. So Croatia blaming Serbia, Hungary and Slovenia blaming Croatia, everyone pointing the finger at everyone else. And the Central Europeans pretty fed up with Germany, who they say are encouraging people to come this way, putting pressures on their southern borders. Lots more, I'm sure, to come over the course of the next few days here from Slovenia as these borders behind us are tested. Our correspondents are right across Croatia, so if you want to keep up with them,